Super glad that you've joined us. Coming up first in our show is the Mr. Beam's NetBright motion activated 2-pack of spotlights. So what about when you come home late at night and you can't quite see the door where you put your key in, or maybe it's really dark when you walk by the back of the house and you're going out there to get your dog or cat, or there's so many reasons to have Mr. Beams, the least of which is security. Think about how much you would pay for those security lights. Now, I have a security camera system at my house, and the lights to be attached to it, maybe you have one of them, and I wish I had them all around the other. Mr. Beams is gonna do that for you. We have lots of different color choices, so it'll go with a decor in your house, starting out with the black over here. Remember, you're getting 2 of them, 2 black. Here's the gray. We also have it available in taupe. This is the white, and then we have black, I think there's a brown. That's brown, okay. Gray's gonna be the first to sell out. Justin Hyatt is our special guest. So Justin.
Yes, ma'am.
No wires, am I understanding this concept?
No wires.
Yes.
Yes. So, because really when we think of security lights, we think of wires.
Right.
We think of
electricians.
Cost, electricians, wiring through our attics. And the best alternative to all of that is Mr. Beams. They are literally the #1 when it comes to motion activated battery operated lighting. So you don't have to worry about wires anymore. And the other thing is that it's wireless communication, because these are the NetBrights. So if you're looking and you're shopping around and you've seen Mr. Beams and you want to get one of the brightest that they offer and one of the smartest, these are going to communicate with each other. There's something called active on. So when one of these turns on, they're all going to turn on. And this is the best price you're going to find anywhere, and the most colors you're going to find anywhere.
Well, I have a question. Let's say I want 4 of them. Can I buy 2 sets of white? Will they all talk to each other still?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You can have up to 50 of these.
Really?
Up to 50.
Oh.
So you can actually have these 150 feet apart. And so if you have a big yard, or if you have one in the front yard and then one in the backyard, you can do that as well. So when we're thinking about wiring, this is the great video to watch, because you can't do that with wires.
No,
and that's the best part of offering all these other colors, is that you can camouflage them. So really what Mr. Beams offers too is that you have no boundary to where you can put your lights. You want to put it on a tree? Put them on a tree. You want to put them all over your yard? Put them in your yard. And as you can see, when the dog runs in and it activates one of the lights, they all communicate with each other. You don't have to worry about Wi-Fi. These have a patented technology, so they're going to communicate to each other. And then the biggest thing about light is they deter not just animals, but people. Because if your whole home lights up, that's gonna be one of the biggest deterrents. They are completely weatherproof. There's a rubber seal, so rain, sleet, and snow. And the other thing too is daylight savings time has this thing that makes us realize how dark our home is.
Right, exactly, it does.
And if you've been feeling like, I am sick and tired of after work, I pull up to a dark home and the driveway's pitch black and the walkway to the front door's pitch black.
Oh yeah.
When you get these at home, this is the easiest way to finally have that light where you want it without having to do any installation with wires and hiring anybody else.
When it illuminates, how long do they stay on?
So that's the thing about these, is that they are gonna stay on for about 20 seconds.
Okay.
And they'll shut off if there's no motion. If you continue to sense motion, they'll stay on.
Oh,
and
I see.
This what looks like the little nose right here is your photo cell, and so it'll know when it's dark.
So they'll see me like walking, coming up, and I'll still be moving.
From 30 feet away.
So 30 feet away, so they stay on while they say motion.
Exactly.
But when you shut your door, you're not wasting the battery. They shut off, you don't have to go turn them off, right?
Which is the other thing about Mr. Beams. When it comes to batteries, these run off of 4D batteries. They're gonna last you an average of a year.
A year?
A year.
And these are just regular D cell batteries?
These are regular D batteries. So you can put the D batteries in here. I had my D batteries for about almost 2 years. And I had these up in Minnesota where it was 30 below, and I put these in the trees because I couldn't see my dog in the yard.
Right.
And the other thing too is, you know what? I felt safer. And actually, before we turn the lights down, I want to show one quick thing, because I want to.
They came down and they came up.
I know. I want to show you one quick thing. So if we can get a wide shot, I want to show everybody what's going to happen. So keep an eye on the lights that are on the table. Keep an eye on the lights that are behind me and all of the props, because when I turn this light on, they're all going to turn on. If we can just see these, you ready? I'm gonna kick this light on. Let me see if I can get it on. Do you see them all turn on?
I just saw this one right here go on. Here, in front of the door. Right there, just because you motioned it.
Just because I motioned, right, exactly. So I motion activated this particular light. It communicated with 1, 2, we have 3, 4, 5, and 6 just right here. And think about it, you can have them 150 feet apart. So if you wanted to pick these up anywhere else, you're paying, you would normally pay $80 for these. You're basically getting 2 for 1 from the 450 lumens. So again, if you're comparing, these are the 450 lumens, not 200, 450 lumens.
I will say that since we have free shipping and handling, I think that the only thing you're gonna regret is not getting 2 sets. Right, you know, because I've been here a while, and I'm not saying that about, you know, a vacuum cleaner or something like this. This is the kind of thing where people come back, and then you come back to order it, and the price is gonna be maybe higher, and it's not gonna be free shipping. We're not gonna have the 5 flex pay. So this is one of those opportunity buys. This is an infomercial. I've seen it infomercial in hardware stores. This is the best price anywhere. $33 for 2 of these. And these are the NetBright. These are the brightest, because Mr. Beams has different levels of brightness. Yeah. This is the top of the line. We do have all these different colors, and I just learned that you can get 2 sets up to how many?
You up to 50.
You get up to 50. Well, I'm not saying you need 50, but if you did, had a giant mansion. By the way, I'd like to come over to your house for dinner. They'll all light up and talk to each other. That's pretty amazing, Justin.
Yeah, so I mean, if you're just looking at these, you would think they're just spotlights. But this is the idea of having wireless lighting, but without the professional. So professional lighting without the professional, without the wires, but it's 2 different wireless communications. So we can get these set up anywhere we want. There's no boundary where you can put these. You can put these on a fence, you can put these on a shed, you can put these indoors, you can put them outdoors. And when we think about wired lighting, you can only have those on the outside of your home.
Right.
What about in your yard? What about on the outside, away from where your home is?
Well, so, you open your door to let your dog out, and the whole backyard will illuminate.
Right.
That's pretty crazy.
I think, you know, it's the idea of simple security, and then we always show the synchronization.
And the dog is moving, so there's that motion, so they're gonna keep illuminating until there's no motion.
Exactly. If the dog is still running around and you're walking out there and you're playing with the dog, that's what you're gonna be able to get. And the other thing too is, you know, with this type of weather, unless you're just freezing right now and you don't want to be outside, we're kind of spending a little bit more time on our back patio. Maybe we're grilling, and maybe you've been wanting that light in your back patio or even just on the side patio. So you don't have to have a big house. Maybe you've got a small house, you just want to pick up 2, you can do that as well.
What about weather? I'm looking at the video and I'm seeing some rain. What about freezing and sleet and slush, and, you know, is it really weatherproof?
It is. I've tested these. I've had these up in Minneapolis in 30 below in a tree.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Is that where you live, in a tree in Minneapolis?
I lived in a tree.
Okay. Wow. We're glad you're here in Florida.
It was a big tree.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a big tree, actually.
We're proud of you.
They were renting it. Actually, they just found me in the tree. But honestly, you know what? I had these because the biggest thing was, I'm a renter. I wasn't going to pay for a whole bunch of money. And when we think of outdoor security lighting, the big thing is we think of, okay, who are we going to call? How much is it going to cost me?
Right.
And again, when we think of the alternatives, this is our alternative. It's going to be Mr. Beams. And by the way, the #1 alternative when it comes to battery-operated motion security lighting.
So I have a question. Does the hardware come with it?
All of the hardware comes included.
Oh, it comes included. You don't have to go out and find something, the hardware, to make it happen.
No, three screws.
Look how bright that light is, because we've got the lights down on the studio here, but you can just see, I mean, these are, like, look how bright these are. These are really, really bright.
Yeah, these are the 450 lumens. This light is gonna reach 112, 118 feet.
Wow.
So, I mean, think about how far that's going to reach, and then also 675 square feet of light.
I love the idea of right when you're coming home, where you're putting your key in the door. Right. Because I don't care what, you know, your kind of lighting situation is outside, you can never see the key to put in the door.
No, never. I actually, I am a renter, and one of the biggest things is I have one of those. I have to make sure the switch is on.
Right.
And then the other thing too is I have to wave to it. This is going to see you from 30 feet away.
I love that. Yeah, you don't have to do a dance in front of it to get it to light up.
No, you're sitting there jiggling the keys. By the time the light turns on, you're already in the door.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So simple installation. This is what Mr. Beams is all about. Not the hassle of hiring anybody. You want to put it anywhere you want, you can. These are the NetBrights. So they're synchronized. They'll communicate with each other. And no, not through Wi-Fi. You don't have to worry about that. It's patented technology. And it is the security. It's the security of, you're right. You know what? I want to be able to see where I'm going if I have stairs.
Oh, yeah.
If I have walkways. sideways. You don't want to trip outside on a dog toy because the dog left something.
Oh, this is a very thoughtful gift, Justin. It really is. You think about, you know, your mom, your sister, who lives alone, who would really benefit from this? I think pretty much everyone. The big deal is $6.60 in free shipping and handling, and you're getting two. First of all, this is the brightest, the NetBright. I have presented Mr. Beams, but not this, the biggest, the brightest. This is really, really impressive. And no wiring, and when you move, you take them with you, but $6.60 in free shipping and handling. This time of year, we are definitely buying more gifts for people, doing more things. This is really a very affordable way to have that security system. There's no annual fee, there's no monthly fee. It's just you walk by, the spotlight's gonna be on you, mister.
And the day you
that's security.
And the day you get it home.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing too, is, you know, when we talk about security, lighting is one of the biggest deterrents because it's the visual aid for the burglar to say, this is not the home that I want to break into.
Right.
Because the other thing too is, do you want one light to turn on? Or do you want your whole entire surrounding of your house to turn on? That's the idea of NetBrights, because when one of those lights activate, you have now a full perimeter of light. And that is the safety and that you're gonna feel with these, because if you're sitting at home by yourself and you see all those lights turn on, maybe it is an animal or maybe it's somebody who shouldn't be there. And the other thing too is you have no boundary where you can put them. You wanna put them out on the, in the backyard, you have a big backyard, you have a shed, you wanna put them in the basement, in the attic, you don't have to worry about those, about the wiring for that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anything. 2,500 of you have already picked this up. If you've got $6.60 available on any major credit card, you're getting two of them. By the way, I want to be very clear. You're not getting one of them for that price. You're getting two of them. So it's about, you know, I don't know, $16 or something each. Think about this. At my house, I have an Arlo camera system.
Yeah. And
they have lights available, and the lights are about $100 each.
Yeah.
And they illuminate, and I'm telling you, it's a great system. I bought it. I love it. But if I wanted to add another light, $16 or $120. I mean, Mr. Beams makes sense, and you put those D batteries in, you don't change them for a year. I mean, that's really so economical.
Well, light's gonna stop somebody in their track.
Yes.
From getting any closer to your home.
Yes.
So
nobody wants to be in the spotlight while they're breaking the law.
Right.
I've learned that from watching all those TV shows.
Yeah,
I'm not a cop, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, there are a lot of those. Yes.
There are a lot of those TV shows.
Unless you wanted to add more videos of yourself on the Arlo website.
Yes, right.
You know, lighting is going to be the biggest
And I have an Arlo system. I love it. But if you want to add more lights and then they're all talking to each other, this is really fabulous, Justin. Great job. Great job. I love it. No wires, no nothing. All right, we also have a lot of great gifts on hsn.com. So Lori Leland and I did a presentation of this the other